Tom, thanks a lot. Your score can mean the difference between being denied or approved for credit and whether you received the best terms available. Scott McElmurry, President and CEO of Bank of Little Rock Mortgage, here with how your credit score affects your ability to buy a home. Scott, good to see you. Thanks for coming in on this Consumer Tuesday.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's start with this. How important is our credit score when we're seeking a home loan?
Well, it's a very big factor. It not only tells you what your credit history is, it gives a lender a predictor of how you're going to pay in the future. And so it can be a very important factor. It's not a score. When you have a high score, it's not the determining factor of getting a loan, but a low score could disqualify you, even if you meet all the other requirements.
So what's that magic number? What are we going after here?
There are three bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. All three of them provide a score, and those scores will vary somewhat. So mortgage lenders will pick the middle score. For example, if you have a 760, a 740, and a 720, your score for your loan is a 740. The range is 300 to 850. Generally, the lowest score you can have to qualify for a loan is 620. If you have a 740 or better, then you're going to get the best terms available for those loans.
Okay, so the goal is 740.
The goal is 740, but again, I wouldn't say that's a disqualifying thing. That if you don't have a 740, well, just don't apply.
Okay.
You know, for example, you go 620 to 640, that's going to allow you to be approved for some things. It just may mean that you might have a slightly higher interest rate than someone who, say, had a 740 credit score.
Okay, and if it's even maybe a little bit lower than that,
then you have
is
a little
it
bit
worth
of
applying?
work.
Okay.
It is, because what you want to know is you can get a consumer report or consumer score, and many times those scores are different than what mortgage credit report scores are. So it's important. Most lenders, or many lenders like us, will let you do a free pre-qualification. Once you get a credit score, you get your credit report, and so you kind of see where you are and where you need to go.
Okay, now how does this whole process differ for first-time home buyers?
Well, the good news is for first-time home buyers, most of the time they have limited credit. They're just new to the credit scene, and so most first-time home buyer programs have a minimum score, but once you achieve that minimum score, the terms of the loan are typically the same for anyone who qualifies for that program.
Okay, now for those of us who have questions about this or are interested in getting a loan, where are you located?
We are at 15909 Cantrell Road out on Highway 10. And then we have offices in just about every central Arkansas city: Conway, Cabot, North Little Rock, Maumelle, Bryant, in Russellville, Fort Smith, Northwest Arkansas, right.
All right, Scott McElmurry, you can find more information at blrmortgage.com. Bank of Little Rock Mortgage, thank you so much for coming in today and giving us a little bit of advice on this Consumer Tuesday.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Good to see you.